In this video, we're going to explore some of the various tools that can be used to create a truss bridge design for your project. Here we have some guidelines that were created in the last video to help us know kind of what is the size of our bridge, what are our constraints. So I'm going to use the line tool, and I'm going to look at creating a design that looks kind of like this. I have some angled lines, and I'm going to go ahead and draw from the corners and connect up to here. I'm also going to draw a line across the bottom. So in this case, I can kind of take a look at this line and see this is going to go through and kind of impact there. Let me go ahead and draw a sketch dimension and click this top line. This particular line, let's say we want to make it 200. You will see that the sketch may shift a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and say cancel. Anytime you have blue lines, for some reason on these angled lines, they go through and want to, for some reason, the endpoints of these lines want to switch places. Not real sure why. I think it's a glitch within Fusion. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this dimension, but I am going to do this. Click on this corner of our box and click here, and that will help out a little bit as well. So maybe I want to make this 75. And what I can do here is I can also set a midpoint constraint with the top line of my bridge to the construction line. Let me see what my dimension will be here. So you'll see that'll be 75 as well. We don't want to have a driven dimension. I'm just going to hit cancel. And you can always change these designs. Some things that we want to do or may want to look at is I want to make sure that I have 1/4 inch material to represent my truss design. So I'm under the modify panel, I'm going to choose the offset command. I'm going to have the chain selection option checked, and I want to choose the outside edges. Now I don't want to go to the outside, I'm going to drag to the inside, which is going to give me a negative measurement. So it's going to be a negative, and I'm going to do 0.25 IN for inches. And so since this is going through, we're using 1/4 inch material, that's going to give you about 6.35 millimeters as far as an offset. So when you type in different units, it will automatically convert it for you. So here's some things that we can do to kind of increase our efficiency. One will be I'm going to take a line right from the middle, and I'm going to draw downward all the way to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toggle this to be a construction line. Then what I can end up doing is I can do some things, for example, like taking my line tool, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a line on the left side of this here, of this mirror, of this line we're going to use as a mirror. And I can go through and put in a dimension, and this would be 0.25 inches divided by 2. Okay, so half of 6.35 millimeters, we'll put that there. So, again, just to increase the case here, if I wanted a cross brace piece, I'm going to draw a line from this corner down to this corner down here. Now, what I would like to do is I need to represent, and I'm going to go ahead and draw this in and toggle this to be, I'm going to select the line and press the X key, which will toggle it to a construction line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offset from this side over. This is going to be, and here you can actually put 3.175 since we have the dimension up there. This way, I'm going to offset, choose this line, negative 3.175. So that'll give me my 1/4 inch thick material that I need there. You're going to see some of the lines overshoot a little bit, so I'm going to use the trim tool, a little pair of scissors, and trim off the excess lines that I have there. Don't worry about the blue lines, but I'll go ahead and trim this and trim this. So that way they make that nice mitered edge that meets there in the corner. And this will go through and give me some of those components. Under the Create panel, I'm going to mirror this. So the mirror has me select what are the options that I will need to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the lines, select this line. For the mirror line, choose select, and select my construction line. And now I can go ahead and mirror those over. Now I have varying sections that I can use to go ahead and create for my bridge design. Okay, I could also go through and look at trimming some of these things as far as here and here, and also the ones down here at the bottom. Okay, so you're going to see the blue lines are going to kind of start to form because we've taken away a few of the constraints, but that is okay. So those are the things to kind of take a look at. All right, so if you need to add projections, or we would like to, again, I could go through and add maybe projections down here at the bottom by tracing along the bottom edges. Maybe I want to set this whole bottom to be reinforced. And maybe I go through and offset this thing, chaining the selection, and dragging inward. So this will be a negative 6.35. And there would go through and give me my thickness of the material that I would go through to create there. Again, you could go through and do a lot of different designs, a triangle shape to put some supports, or whatever that may be in order to create this. Okay, so from here, I can finish the sketch. I can go through now and look at, in the next video, extruding this out, creating the full bridge, but these are utilizing some of the sketch tools and creating your bridge design.